Overall, we feel this is a positive and balanced budget that the government has handed down. It shows good support for business, particularly the recommitment to the 25% company tax rate for all companies. For small business entities, the very popular instant asset write-off for any acquisitions under $20,000 is going to be continued a further 12 months to the 30th of June 2018. Like I said, it's a popular measure because people are happy to spend the money when they know they're going to get an immediate tax deduction for that. Those companies that employ foreign workers are going to see an increase in costs due to the new charges that are on the visas, replacing the old 457 visas that are being abolished in March 2018. This increase in costs is going to help fund the upskilling of Australian workers over the next 4 years. The benefit of this is that the funds raised is going to go towards upskilling Australian workers in the future. There is a new bank levy charged on the bigger banks, and we do wonder whether those banks will pass on those costs to their customers. The government has been clever because this has put these banks at a disadvantage to the smaller banks, so they may not be able to pass on that cost directly to their customers. It was pleasing to see the government equalise the treatment of digital currencies like Bitcoin with money for GST purposes. Currently, if you pay for something using Bitcoin, you may actually be paying twice the amount of GST. One of the biggest surprises out of the budget was the requirement for purchasers of new residential property to pay the GST portion directly to the ATO. The government intends conveyancing and settlement agents to be responsible for paying that to the ATO. It may be an admission that there's frailty in the building and construction industry, and the government really wants to ensure they collect that GST. Unfortunately, if you're a foreign investor, you may be hit with additional charges if you leave the property vacant for more than 12 months. In addition to this, your access to the main residence exemption is now going to be removed, and there's a high withholding tax if you sell the property. Everyone knew housing affordability was going to be a big focus on this budget. They didn't play with negative gearing, which was probably expected, but they have whittled away some deductions for those in the rental property market. They have changed the rules to allow a new type of investor to come into the affordable housing market, which will really increase the funds available to build those houses. It also gives them an additional CGT discount of 60% instead of 50% when they sell their properties. Whether this actually helps the market, we really have to wait and see. And if you're a high income earner, you'll probably be very pleased to hear that the 2% budget repair levy, which was due to finish at 30th June 2017, will finish. Unfortunately, the Medicare levy is actually going to increase another 0.5% in the next 2 years. That is to fund the NDIS, which most people agree is a good thing for the country. If you have any queries about how these budget measures are going to affect you, I strongly recommend you contact your Bentleys advisor, see how we can help structure your affairs.